السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين بارئ الخلائق أجمعين، نحمده ونشكره ونستعينه ونتوكل عليه ونستغفره، ثم نصلي ونسلم على سيدنا ومولانا وحبيب قلوبنا وطبيب نفوسنا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. ولعنة الله على أعدائهم ومخالفيهم ومنكري فضائلهم ومناقبهم أجمعين من الآن إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد، فقد أوصيكم يا عباد الله ونفسي بتقوى الله. I advise myself first of all and you to taqwa and piety. If we keep ourselves away from committing sin, from disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and don't pass the red line which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned for us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves us if we keep ourselves from committing sin. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran al-Kareem mentioned, Inna Allaha yuhibbul muttaqeen. Allah loves pious people because they don't disobedience Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They don't pass the red line. My dears, we were talking about the advices of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to Abu Dharr. Prophet mentioned to Abu Dharr that, O Abu Dharr, take advantage of the time. As long as you are alive, take advantage of that. And don't have love about the dunya. Don't get in love of the dunya. And don't postpone the good deeds. Don't rely for the future so that in the future I will do it. No, don't postpone it. Further, Prophet continued and said, Ya Abu Dharr, kun ka'annaka fi dunya gharib. O Abu Dharr, be in the world as if you are a stranger. A stranger. It means consider this dunya that it is not your home city, your own city. You are not forever live in this world. You are not for this world. Consider this dunya as foreign city, as that this dunya is past and you are not living forever in this world. So consider this dunya as you are a stranger. So how I can consider this dunya as I am a stranger in the dunya while I have the family, I have the friends, I have the house, I have the job. The stranger usually doesn't have these stuff. So how can I consider myself as a stranger? It means that don't get in love of this dunya. Don't get in love of this dunya. And don't rely in this dunya. And don't commit sin because to achieve some stuff, worldly things. كن كأنك في الدنيا غريب. Be in the world as if you are a stranger. أو كعابر سبيل, كعابر سبيل, or like one simply passing by as in a journey. When you want to go to the trip and you, in the middle of the way, you stay in the city for the couple hours. Do you take this city as your own city? Of course no. Do you spend a lot of the money for this city? Of course no. Because you consider yourself, I am a stranger. I have to leave this city soon. Prophet the same says, oh Abu Dhar, consider yourself that you are the passenger from this world. You don't live forever in this world. وعد نفسك من أصحاب القبور, or وعد نفسك من أصحاب القبور. Abu Dhar, consider yourself that you are among of the companion of the grave. It means that you will join to those who are in the graves. عد نفسك. Account yourself that you are among of the companion of the graves. It means that don't have the long wishes, unreasonable wishes. No, maybe the death come and take you. Israel come and take your soul very soon. Maybe. It is possible. So then don't get in love of this world. Don't get. Prophet also continued and said, Ya Abu Dhar. These are advice which Prophet said and gave guarantee to the Abu Dhar that, oh Abu Dhar, if you perform these advices, fulfill these advices, I give guarantee to you that you will be successful in this world and the akhirat. How Prophet wanted to train Abu Dhar. Prophet continued and said, Ya Abu Dhar, إذا أصبحت فلا تحدث نفسك بالمساء. If you wake up in the morning, don't tell to yourself that I live till the evening. And be prepared. Do your tasks. Don't delay. Don't postpone. No. Be ready for the death. وإذا أمسيت فلا تحدث نفسك بالصباح. And if you are in the evening, don't tell yourself that you will be alive in the morning. Maybe Israel come and during of the we are asleep, take our soul. There is no any guarantee that I be awake when I asleep at night, be awake in the morning. No, be prepared for self. وَخُذْ مِنْ صِحَّتِكَ قَبْلَ سُقْمِكَ. O Abu Dhar, As long as you have health, take advantage of that before you get sick. Before you get sick. وَمِنْ حَيَاتِكَ قَبْلَ مَوْتِكَ. As long as you are alive, take advantage of this time before you die. فإنك لا تدري الله أكبر فإنك لا تدري ما اسمك غدا. You don't know the people what will call you tomorrow. A live person or dead person. You don't know about that. So prepare for yourself. Prepare yourself for akhirat. Prepare. Look, my dears, that if we consider ourselves that we are stranger, consider ourselves that we are the passengers, consider ourselves that we maybe leave this dunya very soon, what is the benefit of such ideology, such idea? If we consider ourselves that, as the Prophet says, all of the problems which we will face, it will be easy to handle it. We don't get disappointed when we face the problems. This ideology help us to face any problems. If some calamities happen for us, we don't get disappointed. We don't complain to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because we say, okay, this is the temporary. I am in this dunya for temporary, not for the long time. So it's okay, let's have patience. Let's handle the problem. These such advices help us to have tolerance about the problems. If we get sick, we don't get disappointed. We don't complain to Allah. It will finish our sickness, my illness. If, God forbid, if we got bankrupt, we don't get disappointed that, oh, I get bankrupt, I don't have any hope for the future. No, don't get disappointed. Try your best to have hope that it is the temporary time. It will gone. So that's why Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa advised Abu Dhar these stuffs. That, oh Abu Dhar, don't get in love of this world. Because if you get in the love of this world, you will face a lot of the difficulties. A lot of the problems. And if you get in love of this world, you will postpone your good deeds. You postpone the tawbah. But if I consider this world that I am a passenger, I leave this world very soon, the moment I get opportunity to do good deeds, I do good deeds. I keep myself away from the sin, because maybe if I commit sin, God forbid, maybe I don't have the opportunity for asking forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if I, but by accident, Khuda na khasta, God forbid, commit a sin, I do tawbah the first moment. The first moment after committing sin. So likewise, Prophet trained Abu Dhar Ghafari, rahmatullah alayhi. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us ability and tawfiq to follow the orders and advices of the prophets. ببركة الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. صدق الله العلي العظيم. اللهم صل على محمد. عجل فرجه. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وبه نستعين إنه هو خير ناصر ومعين. نحمده ونشكره ونستعينه ونتوكل عليه. ثم نصلي ونسلم على سيدنا ومولانا وحبيب قلوبنا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المظلومين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. اللهم صل على محمد. ولعنة الله على أعدائهم ومخالفيهم ومنكري فضائلهم ومناقبهم أجمعين من الآن إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد فقد أوصيكم يا عباد الله ونفسي بتقوى الله. Again, I advise first of all myself and you to taqwa and piety. According to benefits of the taqwa, I found in book of the Bihar al-Anwar very beautiful and interesting hadith that Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa Muhammad, narrated that one day جاء رجل إلى النبي. One day a man, Arab man, came to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And told to the Prophet, فقال علمني عملا يحبني الله. O Prophet, he was very smart man. You will figure out that how was smart that from his saying. Said, O Prophet, teach me a deed that if I perform it, I get 6 and I achieve 6 benefits. First, if I perform that deed, يحبني Allah. Allah loves me. Allah will love me if I perform it. Second, وَيُحِبُّنِيَ الْمَخْلُوقُونَ. Allah's creation also like me, love me if I perform that. Third, وَيَثْرِيَ اللَّهُ مَالِي. If I perform that deed, Allah increase my rizq, my wealth. Fourth, وَيَصِحَّ بَدَنِي. Teach me a deed that if I perform it, I will remain healthy. Fifth, وَيُطِيلَ عُمْرِي. And this deed caused to prolong my life. And sixth, which is the important also, is وَيَحْشُرَنِي مَعَكَ. If I perform that deed, Allah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gathered me with you in the paradise. So teach me a deed that cause these 6 benefits. Prophet says there is no one deed that you do, you achieve these 6 things by one deed. No. For each one has a specific deed. Prophet says, قال هذه 6 خصال تحتاج إلى 6 خصال. These are 6 qualities which each of them needs to the one deed. Prophet continued and said, إذا أردت أن يحبك الله, if you like that Allah loves you, فخفه واتقه, fear Allah, be pious. If we pious, as I mentioned in the beginning of my lecture, that if you keep yourself away from the sin, if you don't pass the red line which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran and Ahlul Bayt mentioned in the Hadith, Allah will love you. Taqwa. If you have taqwa, Allah loves you. That's why in the Quran we read, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الْمُتَّقِينَ. Allah loves the pious people. By the way, we have 2 types fear from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One time I fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because if I don't have taqwa, if I commit sin, may Allah put me in the hellfire. Because Allah won't put me in hellfire, I fear Allah. This is the good, but it is not the perfect taqwa. But sometimes, no. I perform good deeds. I worship Allah because of Allah Himself. As our first beloved Imam, Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam said, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. O Allah, عبدتك لا خوفا من نارك. Allah, I worship you not because I fear from your hellfire, and not because I want to achieve your paradise. ولكن وجدتك أهلا للعبادة. You deserve. I worship you because you deserve to be worshipped. This is the best taqwa. This is the best intention to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us tawfiq and ability to obey and follow Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam's advices and orders, inshallah. Inshallah, I will continue that for the next week, inshallah, in the second khutbah. That's what are the rest of the hadith, inshallah, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me tawfiq and give me life, inshallah. قال الله سبحانه وتبارك وتعالى في كتابه الكريم وقرآنه العظيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد اللهم صل وسلم وزد وبارك على سيدنا ونبينا وحبيب قلوبنا وطبيب نفوسنا وشفيع ذنوبنا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد اللهم صل وعلى سيدنا ومولانا أمير المؤمنين علي بن أبي طالب اللهم صل على محمد وعلى الصديقة الطاهرة فاطمة الزهراء عليها السلام اللهم صل على محمد وعلى الحسن بن علي المجتبى اللهم صل على والحسين الشهيد بكربلاء اللهم صل على وعلي بن الحسين زين العابدين اللهم صل على ومحمد بن علي الباقر وجعفر بن محمد الصادق اللهم صل على وموسى بن جعفر الكاظم اللهم صل على وعلي بن موسى الرضا اللهم صل على ومحمد بن علي الجواد اللهم صل على وعلي بن محمد الهادي اللهم صل على والحسن بن علي العسكري اللهم صل على اللهم صل وسلم وزد وبارك على سيدنا ومولانا صاحب العصر والزمان اللهم صل على محمد أجل الله تعالى فرجه وسهل الله مخرجه وجعلنا من خير أعوانه وأنصاره وشيعته ومحبيه والمستشهدين بين يديه. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر. صدق الله العلي العظيم.